The Redmi K30 Pro is coming very soon, and I'm going to be sharing all the details right after this. If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, please hit subscribe followed by the bell. So many are excited for the launch of the Redmi K30 Pro, as it's going to be the first Snapdragon 865 smartphone from Redmi. This week we've had plenty of leaks coming in, so we're going to go through everything we know about the K30 Pro. We expect that the Redmi K30 Pro is going to be launching very soon, given the timing and the fact that the general manager of Redmi has already tweeted to confirm that they're going to be stopping sales of the predecessor. It seems likely that this is of course to make way for the Redmi K30 Pro. Its predecessor launched in May last year, but as we're seeing so far, many other companies are releasing their flagships earlier this time round to get their Snapdragon 865 phone to the market early on. We've also had 3C certification passed on what we suspect to be the Redmi K30 Pro. Two Xiaomi phones have already passed certification under the model numbers M2001J11E and M2001J11C. For those that don't know, Redmi is a sub-brand of Xiaomi, and it's very likely that these model numbers relate to the K30 Pro. The recent certification also confirms 5G connectivity along with a 33-watt fast charge. The general manager of Redmi also tweeted at the end of last year to say that we'd be seeing a DDR5 phone from the company in Q1 of 2020, and we've already seen the launch of the K30 5G, and we're now expecting to see the Pro. When it comes to the Redmi K30 Pro, there's going to be many similarities with the Redmi K30, but we will of course have some upgraded hardware. However, there's reportedly a huge change on the front, and I'm going to be covering all the details along with the pricing. The Redmi K30 Pro is rumoured to be coming with a full-screen 6.67-inch display thanks to a pop-out selfie camera. It's expected to be a Super AMOLED display with a Full HD Plus resolution of 1080 by 2400, and this gives us 386 pixels per inch. While the Redmi K30 has a punch-hole camera in the top right, it's thought that the Redmi K30 Pro is going to look more similar to the predecessor, the K20. The display is going to be a 120Hz display with HDR10 support, and it will be protected by Gorilla Glass 5. When it comes to the pop-out selfie camera, we're likely going to get a 20 megapixel wide-angle camera with an aperture of f2.2 on the Redmi K20 Pro. There are rumours that it's also going to have a 2 megapixel depth sensor, but we're yet to have any solid confirmations on this. And we're also expecting the Redmi K30 Pro to have an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. On the rear, we're expecting a quad camera setup in the vertical camera alignment with the somewhat circular design. Many were speculating that the K30 Pro was coming with the 108 megapixel sensor, but new reports suggest that this isn't going to be the case. On the Redmi K30 Pro, we're expecting a 64 megapixel primary camera with an aperture of f1.9. We're getting an 8 megapixel ultra wide with an aperture of f2.2, a 2 megapixel macro lens with an aperture of f2.4, and finally a 2 megapixel depth sensor. When it comes to hardware, we can expect the Redmi K30 Pro to be powered by the latest Snapdragon 865 system on chip. It's going to come with a choice of 6 or 8 gigs of RAM and a choice of 64, 128 or 256 storage, and the Redmi K30 Pro will of course be using DDR5 memory. It's also reportedly coming with a larger battery capacity than the K30 5G, and it's going to be powered up by a 4700 mAh battery with support for 33-watt fast charging. It's also expected to retain the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great news for audio fans, and the phone of course is going to come with Android 10 in the form of MIUI 11. Unfortunately, we haven't had any leaks on pricing just yet, but the K30 5G launched at a price of $250, so I'm going to estimate this one to be around $450 to $550 if we consider the price of the Mi 10 as well. Of course, as any solid information comes to light, I'm going to be sharing with you guys straight away, but as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Who out there is waiting for the Redmi K30 Pro, and if you're not waiting for that, then what phone are you waiting for? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.